What's up, my case studies? Hold on. Ooh. Hold on. Ooh, I was like, what is talking? Guys, what's up? It's your girl, your favorite psychic coach. Case that's the Oracle. And guys, this is a new little thing for us over here. We're doing reaction content, okay? So we're going to play videos, right? And then we're going to talk about them. I'm going to react to them. And if need be, we'll run it through the cards, okay? Period. This is our first live not turning the channel into like reaction content, but like debuting. I'm gonna see how this goes, and then if it goes well, I'm gonna continue to do it because like I love scrolling on TikTok. Okay, TikTok has me by the neck. Okay, so I love going over like different little TikToks that I see. So that's what I want to do with you guys. Okay, period. We're gonna jump down a rabbit hole together, as one of my case studies said. So if you're ready to go, put a 1 in the chat. If you're ready to jump down the rabbit hole together, put a 1 in the chat. Period. Guys, turn up. Listen, I've been really wanting to do this, but it took a lot to kind of like figure the fuck out on how to do it, but I did it. Okay, persistence is always fucking key. All right, let me see who pulled up your girl notification man. We got Sir Nee first in the building, period. Okay, period. She pulled up in that thing. All right, I had to look for you, but you came, period. We got Kamisha in the building. We got Cho in the building. What's up, what's up, what's up? We got Robin Nolden in the building. What's up, what's up? We got Nicole Lee Smith in the building. Yeah. All right, guys, I see the ones in the chat. All right, we are ready to go with the content, period. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let me hold on. Let me do this. Let me figure this the fuck out. Give me 1 second. Shit. Was it? I think it's just a video on top. Okay, no, I don't want to do that. All right. Let's start. Oh, hold on. Dang, I did not want it to go like that. Hold on, we gotta play that intro. 1 second, guys. All right, things will start up a little choppy, but it's all good because this is my first time doing this, so I haven't found my rhythm into like this vibe. It's all good though. All right, guys, here we go. First video. Let's do it.
At least she came. I had a question for you. If I needed to find somebody, how would I do that?
Taking advantage of the Lahaina Maui fires. You know who that was. Who was it? Put the name in the chat. Who was that taking advantage of the fires? Who was that? Who was that taking advantage of the fire situation in Maui? Who is that? Who was that? Do y'all know? That was fucking an overall bald-headed ass. Now, it's no coincidence that she was seen in Maui. They said that she got a home there, but it's just so convenient that you just popped over there and you're the first celebrity on the scene, but you link to kids going missing. You link to these other pedophiles over here. Like, what? It's not giving you want to help and give out fucking pillows. It's giving you scouting loose children. The fuck? Let's go to the next video.
How's it feel to be here, ma'am?
Well, it's a little overwhelming, you know. But I'm really so pleased to have so many people, you know, supporting, and you know, people are just bringing what they can and doing what they can. So I came earlier just to see what people needed, and then went shopping. Because often, you know, make donations of clothes or whatever, and it's not really what people need. So I actually went to Walmart and Costco and
You got pillows?
Shampoo.
Oh, wow.
Diapers,
That's great.
sheets, pillowcases.
Your girl is really taking advantage of a photo op. Why would open? She down there acting? Did you not see her? She was down there legit acting. Okay, acting. The fuck, you ain't you ain't looking to help them damn people. Your ass is looking to look for some loose ass children. I don't care what nobody say. Let's go to the next video. Now that's crazy because they saying that's basically what hit Lahaina, you know, basically where the whole fire and everything is taking place over there on Hawaii. Yes. Now listen, it was a picture floating around on TikTok of somebody catching a beam hidden. I don't know if I have put it in my computer though, but let me see if I can find it. Did I take it a screenshot? But yeah, they saying they're using direct energy weapons, and that's what caused the fires, and that's what caused a lot of fires. As far as like forest fires and different things like that. Did I catch a picture? Maybe I didn't. I don't see it though. Let's move to the next video. So if you still confused as to the politics of what's going on behind this Maui fire, it's just not no fucking forest fire. It wasn't just no brush fire. It wasn't no damn electrical wires down. It wasn't no hurricane caused no electrical wires, and it was dry, and it was none of that, okay? It was some of that and all of that, but none of that.
Aloha kako. So today I wanted to bring up some issues going on in the Hawaiian community in Lahaina on the island of Maui. So recently, West Maui Land Company has been engaging in some unpermitted construction activities in Lahaina, Maui, more specifically an area known as Halaka'a. They're trying to build a water pipeline. So now you might be asking, why is this significant? Why is this an issue? Well, first of all, the land that they are currently trying to develop is in close proximity and on ancestral burial grounds. There are 3 well-known cemeteries in this area, and that's Pu'ehuehuiki, Jacobs, and Pioneer Mill cemeteries. But iwi kupuna are not only restricted to these areas. Iwi kupuna are scattered all throughout this kuleana lands. Now you might ask, what is kuleana lands? And to put it simply without explaining the entire Great Mahele, kuleana lands are lands that were given to Hawaiian families by our own mo'i, our own monarchs. And Hawaiian people still have legal claim to these lands. They're building on lands already owned by Hawaiian families.
Boom, you got it right there from a Hawaii resident telling you that this is all really over land wars. This has been going on with black, brown, melanated, exotic, whatever you want to say. Like disenfranchised people that have land, when the government wants it, they will do anything to take it. It's been a history of black and brown people getting their land took. And this is the coup de grace of what's happening over there in Hawaii.
I've been in the industry of people losing their homes due to fire, flood, monster, emergency services. But I need you guys to hear me out. You don't see what's going on. I feel something is bigger. I've been on Maui the last 9 years, and I know the geographical location and how everything works. There was no fucking way that a hurricane missed Big Island, went to Maui, and didn't flood them, didn't give them, crazy, other things, but it caused fires. It caused fires in not only on Maui, but it caused fires in the most precious parts of real estate in Maui. Lahaina Front Street is worth billions. The Hawaiians that have been holding out and the Kanaka have been holding out for years, not wanting to sell their property in Lahaina due to these big $1 million companies. It is not a coincidence, I don't believe, how in the most precious parts of Maui, Kula, Lahaina, and Kihei, that the locals that are standing strong and do not want to give up Oprah Winfrey's fucking view up in Kula that the Hawaiians are holding out on, that the fire was going to, the Hawaiians and the Kanaka that was holding right there on Front Street.
Local just told you what this is really about. They talking about some crap for Lahaina. No, what the fuck? The government has done this. The government is doing this over land, and we finna get deeper into it. We finna get deeper into it. It's crazy as fuck.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. See you squirm, see you perspire.
Other people are saying that they took their land. If you got an opportunity, make sure you stop, pause, and read that. But I'm going to get into more of that right. Hold on real quick. 1 second. Where am I at? Right here.
So today
Listen
we're
to
getting
this.
an update on the Hawaiian fires. Now I want you to look at this footage, and this sure doesn't look like a fire to me. It looks like something almost exploded or something went off. Now what's interesting is certain things are still standing while other things are not. Now the governor did say this is climate change doing this. Interesting. What they don't talk about is in January how they had in Maui a smart city conference to turn Maui into an entire smart island, changing everything to electric, renewables, solar panels, and pushing everybody into electric vehicles. 15-minute smart cities. So now what's also interesting is next month in September, Hawaii is hosting the Digital Government Summit utilizing AI to govern the island. It's almost like they're resetting something to start rebuilding for this in which they're trying to push. Now when we look at all the climate change narrative that they're going to try to push, but they're not going to talk about the Weather Modification Act of 1976. I highly recommend everybody look into this act, because who is involved in the weather modification activities? Department of Agriculture, Department of Defense, Department of Interior, EPA, and NASA. So if they're modifying the weather, then could they have caused this event? So if we see that the Department of Defense and other factions are responsible for modifying the weather, well then if we look at direct energy weapons, we can maybe see how this can all relate to this event.
Not crazy that is the going theme about the Lahaina fires. When if you caught my live when we was talking about the fires initially, then guess what? This card came out. Now, imagery-wise, doesn't this look like a DEW, a direct energy weapon? Look at that. Period. Now, that's crazy. Cards don't lie. Let's go to the next slide.
Some very strange new information has come out about the Island Boys. The two twins have recently been under fire for creating content together on OnlyFans. And while everyone's distracted about them gobbling each other up, no one has noticed the troubling new information that has come out about these two. Information was recently leaked that Fly Soldier is actually part of Mensa. And if you don't know what Mensa is, it's for really smart people. It's also come out that this one right here is really into AI programming. But while everyone's distracted with fake pictures like this of these two when those aren't even them, people aren't even noticing that these two actual geniuses are using advanced AI deepfake technology to make OnlyFans content where they're gobbling each other up. I don't even know what to think about this, guys. Let me know what you think. If you want anything and everything conspiracy theory, make sure to hit that follow button right here.
hit that follow, that subscribe button right here. But see, why this is interesting and that particular video is interesting is because this is what they're also talking about with these baby picture trend that they was also doing just on TikTok. They was saying don't do that because basically you sign over your images for perpetuity. That means until forever. And they were making like pedo porn like on the deep web with your photos. Also, this is the to piggyback off what's going on in Hollywood of AI. You just come in for like a movie role, they scan your face and AI do the rest. So this AI shit is really fucking taking off. Is really starting to what is it, infiltrate our society. The rollout has begun. We're in it. We're in it, guys. We're in it. Part 2.
Part 1 of this video wasn't even the craziest part. Now that these two have actually fooled us all into thinking that they're not all that smart. Meanwhile, they are using high-tech program AI technology deepfakes to make their OF content. But everyone's been noticing how they recently changed their hair. Now this is where things really start to get crazy. While the Island Boys are very vocal about saying they were born on an island, these two never really say where they're from. And no one can really figure it out because of their weird accents. But there was recently an influencer event where both the Island Boys and these two were meant to attend. And while both were in attendance, no one ever saw any of them at the same place at the same time. And when all the influencers got together to take a group photo, both sets of twins were nowhere to be found. When people started to raise their eyebrows about the fact that they were never in the same place at the same time, they put out this video.
We're not the Island Boys. We have 0 tattoos. We don't rap. We don't live in Florida. We never swear. And we're always positive. Positive.
Now, I don't know about you, but there was one part of that video that just looked a little weird to me. So I put it into an editor and I slowed it down, and this is, y'all, this is crazy. There was only one frame that looked weird to me, so then I put it in my photo editor, and this is crazy, y'all. Look at that, the tattoos. I don't know what to think of this whole thing. What do you guys think? Are these rumors? Is it just a glitch? Is it just a coincidence? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And for anything and everything conspiracy talk, hit that follow button.
I understand what she was showing y'all. So do y'all know who the Island Boys is, right? It was these whole other twin boy, why I keep messing it up? Twin boys. Why could I just say that? Twin boys that popped up talking about like they're like this other like social media team. But in fact, she proved through her software that it's really the Island Boys using AI. How many other celebrities is going to get on this trend where they're just like fucking with our minds and shit, playing characters and shit? It's fucking crazy. This world we live in is wild.
What are you blowing the whistle on?
That there are technologies at the South Pole Station that people can't even consider that exist on this planet.
Like what?
Directed energy weapon systems is something that people need to get into their vocabulary fast. The ice cube neutrino detector is not simply a passive listening device as presented for the science that they're claiming it to do. It also has the capacity to transmit.
Y'all heard that? He told you, get direct energy weapon in your vocabulary quick because they've been using it. And not only just in the matter of a beam to start a fire at a given place, combined with heart and shit like that. We talking about microwaves as well. They could put that shit near a house or near a home and make all these people come down with mysterious illnesses and shit like that and be like, I don't know what happened to them. They just got sick. Boy, the government is crazy. And not only that, it's been proven that they've been using this weapon on U.S. soil. That's treason, bro. There's treason, and that ropes into what Trump was trying to do when this whole fucking pandemic shit went on. Trying to jail these people and bring them accountable for their crimes. And look, they done reverse fucked him, and now they got his ass in jail. What the fuck?
When we studied nuclear weapons in the Air Force, when we went to War College about how to apply and deploy them in combat, the first way that we would use a nuclear weapon is as an EMP. So you would send it, you'd launch it, the whole world would see it coming, right? But then you would actually detonate at altitude. And you would detonate at altitude so that it would send a very large, widespread, conical EMP that would short the fuses and communication devices of everything within its reach, right? So 2 miles off the ground, you might be able to neutralize 15 square miles of landmass, right? 4 miles off the ground, you could neutralize 50 miles of landmass. So
are these accurate numbers?
They're rough numbers. There's an exponential benefit to how far you can neutralize based on the altitude above ground, right?
That is getting more wicked and wickeder.
I believe that's one of the problems with directed energy weapons is they are not like standard weapons of old where you have a gun and a particular caliber bullet, you pull the trigger and it does one thing. These platforms are way more complex than that. They do a lot of things.
There.
1933 is when they started monetizing us and pledging us as collateral for the debt. Now, to register, the word register means to abandon. And when you register a car or a berth or a house, you're giving it to the government. You're giving your legal title to the government, and you only retain equitable title, which means that you have the use of that property. The government allows you to use it, thinking that you own it. Clear evidence of this is anyone who owns a house, look at their mortgage, and you're referred to as the tenant. Not the owner, the tenant. So if you think you own your house, you're mistaken. Same with your car. The reason why they can impound your car is because you registered it, and under maritime admiralty salvage laws, they come along and they adopt it. In the case of the birth registry, they adopt the abandoned child.
That shit crazy, but it's fucking true. Let's hear more about it.
So you go into a court. The whole idea of a court is like I said, basketball court is a game. This team stands up and throws the ball back in the other guy's court. And that team of lawyers throws the ball back in this guy's court. And the judges comes out, he's a referee because he's wearing a black robe. Black robes represent the planet Saturn, the lord of money and banking and law. Saturn was the god of banking and law. And his priest of Saturn always wore black robes. That's why the Catholic Church wears a black robe. That's why the rabbis wear black robes. When you graduate from high school, you wear a black robe. The whole idea of the Saturnian is called Saturn. The god Saturn was Lord of the Rings. So women were told to listen to their god, so they would wear an earring, because Saturn is the Lord of the Ring. And men were to get married before their god, so they wear a wedding ring. You need to understand there is a world of occultism, manipulation, exploitation of the human race with words and terms and symbols that you don't even know is happening right in front of you. So you've got a court. The whole idea in a court is a game to put the ball back in the other guy's court. And the judge is going to rule from the bench. The word bench is a Latin word for a bank. So he's ruling for the bank. Why? Because somebody's going to have to pay their debt to society. Somebody's going to pay. When the day is over, somebody's going to lose and they're going to pay. And the judge doesn't care because he's getting paid anyway, so he doesn't care. He's a referee. That's why he wears a black robe. And when the judge walks out, everyone rises. Why? The same reason when a Catholic priest walks out, everyone rises. Because the Catholic Church operates under the same maritime admiralty law as a court in America. That's why in Catholic churches you always see 3 steps going to the altar. Those are the first 3 steps of the first degrees of Freemasonry. First, second, and third degree. Once you're on the third, you get in the 3rd degree. Now you're going before the judge. It's the 3 degrees of Masonry. So then now you bring in the occult world of Freemasonry. All the secret societies of the Knights Templars, the world bankers, the religious orders. All of this stuff is connected thousands of years ago that you don't know anything about. And once you start seeing how in court the judge rules from the bench, which a bench is a Latin word for a bank, and where do you find banks if they're on both sides of a river? They're called river banks. What does a river bank do if it doesn't direct the flow of the currency? Because your money is called currency. Because it's the cash flow, the liquid assets, the juice. And either you got it or you don't. Money goes through your hands like water. No, money is water. Maritime Admiralty.
They be ensnaring us with the words, and the words is spells, and like the indoctrination is of these rituals and these practices that we didn't even really know what the fuck was going on. Like we was just taking this shit for okay, that's what's always been done. Nah, this is indoctrination. What the fuck? Hold tight.
When we studied nuclear weapons in the Air Force, when we went to War College about how to apply and deploy them in combat,
still get dead bodies in the water floating and on the seawall. They've been sitting there since last night. We've been pulling people out since last night, trying to save people's lives. And I feel like we're not getting the help we need. This is a nationwide issue at this point. Yeah, we need help, a lot of help. We gotta get people down here.
It's catastrophic. And unprecedented wildfires, as Victor said, have killed at least 36 people. That death toll is in Maui, and it soared overnight. Bodies were found in the ruins. Take a look at what's left of Lahaina. It's a historic town, a very popular vacation spot. The fast-moving inferno wiped out entire neighborhoods, and people jumped into the ocean to escape the flames. The fire was fueled in part by powerful winds from a hurricane. Take a look at this video obtained by our local affiliate. What you can see there is hurricane-force winds whipping palm trees and explosions as a marina and boats go up in flames.
Let's take a look at that devastation on the ground. These are just hulls of homes. The neighborhoods, the businesses burned to the ground.
Media go lying again, talking about 36 deaths, when the local on the ground is telling you it's hundreds and hundreds of people that him and his team have pulled out of the water. Why lie? Boom. You saw it. Somebody got proof of that DEW hidden Maui causing those fires.
Jessica Hopkins and her husband had direct flights to Maui for a 9-day trip. They've since been diverted. Redding residents both admit they may be a bit desensitized to the news of the fire's devastation.
We live in Redding, so we had the car fire a few years ago. We literally could see the flames from our driveway. And so we know all about how that works and, evacuations, stuff like that. And from what I've seen so far this morning, it looks pretty bad, but not nearly compared to what we're used to.
8 people lost their lives in the fire she's referring to. As of right now, when I'm making this, 53 have died in the Maui fires, and this is just only going to go up probably. This level of entitlement where she is rolling her eyes because she can't go on her vacation when hundreds of people have lost their homes, thousands of buildings burned down already, and she's just annoyed because she can't go on her vacation. This is exactly why Native Hawaiians don't want tourists coming to Hawaii. These people right here. And it's absolutely just despicable.
It's all making sense, man. It's all making sense.
People don't know their money is worthless now.
I am giving you free advice that those of you who are holding dollars,
you surely might go into losses.
And he told all of his people, you better get out now and convert it to ours and gold and whatever, because that stuff's not worth the paper it's written on. Everybody in the world knows this is true except for us. Well, I mean, I do, but most people here do not. Most people aren't even aware that press conference took place.
All these changes going around us. I give it about another like year to 2 years. It's going to be it's already morphed into a reality we don't recognize. But 2 years from now, it's going to be even more extreme. Like, what are you going to do? Can you handle it? This shit crazy, guys. Let's go to the comments. That wraps up all the videos that we looked at. Guys, let me see what y'all talking about. You hear me? All this shit is wild as fuck. Oprah at the beginning of the video, BNR is no, listen, her ass went there for no charitable works. Period. Period. We know what the fuck she was there trying to pick up a loose ass child. But anyway, y'all, that was the video. That's episode 1 of Creepy Contexts that will rethink your reality. Period. So guys, yeah. Do you think we should do a part 2? I think the part 2 is going to be funny ones. Okay, we got to switch it up, right? I don't want to be like serious all the time. But yeah, that was episode 1. We're going to do episode 2, so on and so forth. I do love this. I'm trying to get my groove into this, like breaking out of like my routine from just like my other little shows and segments. But yeah, I like this, guys. Put a 1 in the chat if you enjoyed the live. We've come to the end. Okay, put a 1 in the chat if you enjoyed the new reaction content. Period. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to see part 2, episode 2. Period. Guys, thank God for tuning in. It's your girl, your favorite second coke says the Oracle. And catch me, what's tomorrow? Monday? Catch me for some like reading specials tomorrow. And I'm gonna start working on content for Patreon about bald-headed Oprah bald-headed ass. So guys, I didn't forget about Patreon. I'm about to work on that content right now. All right, so if you're interested, stay tuned for when I let you know, or stay tuned for your notification for Patreon that I dropped the new content on Oprah. All right, guys, that was the live. Like I always say, seek the truth, vibrate higher, and carpe diem. Until the next time, shit, I'm out.